Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. I'm working on my planner for next year, and I'm going to have to take the magnets off because they are not working. They're not strong enough to go through 2 layers of material. So I will have to work on a different closure, which is fine. I just don't know if I can get them off now. So let's see, without hurting myself. There we go. Ripped the paper, which is fine. I can put my own pockets in later. And I'm a little upset that I didn't try it prior to putting the material and stuff down. However, this is just a life lesson. I tell you guys this all the time. I don't hide my mistakes, that's for sure. There is no reason to. And then the reason I haven't been working on this is because I have been trying to work on a calendar, make my own calendar pattern that I am happy with. Now, I think I found one. Let's get this glued down and we'll work on putting my, oh, sorry, I can't think and work at the same time today. My brain is just not having it, and then I just realized that I have not turned any of my lights on. Probably because we did all right at our last craft sale, but we have this big 3-day one coming up this Friday. This is Wednesday, and I'm trying to get things done for that and work on my calendar, my planner. Get videos out. And I have been working on stuff all year for the craft show. But when you see things that, you know, all year round that you want to make, and it and then you see other things, you know, a week ago that you want to make or decide to make in a very short period of time, you know, you feel you need to do that. So my daughter did well at the craft show. I, however, did not sell anything at the last craft show, but foot traffic at the last craft show was horrible. There was no foot traffic. We have been to this craft show 3 years in a row, and the craft show has always been phenomenal. Busy all day long, and it just was not this year. One of the patrons said she stopped by and was talking to us. You know, she remembered us from years past, and she stated that they were at a festival earlier in the day, and that festival was dead. That there was hardly any people at that festival, because we thought maybe the festival was the reason that there was no people at the craft show, but according to her, that was not the case because the craft show or the festival was also quite slow. So what I want to do with this, because I think I need to get these dimensions down and whatnot, I want to put the inside cover in. This is the calendar I think I come up with that I want. Now, I think it'll fit, but I have to figure out where I'm going to... Now, it will not fit if I do a fold over. If I don't do a fold over and do some other type of tie bind, maybe tie closure, which I could. Oh Lord, that's not ripping at all. That material does not want to rip. It seems to be thicker. Maybe I shouldn't put, but this is something I want to use every year. So this is the binding, the type of binding I did, and I could use this. I just did, let me see if I can find a center here. This, where I put the signatures in. So this is how I would like to do it again, so that each year I can just take it out and put it back in. So let's cut this. So I guess this will help make it sturdier if it's this thick. So let's, I can't believe I couldn't rip that. Wow. I'm going to cut this a little bit bigger than I need. Then I can trim it down once I get it glued down. But I just love these two pieces together. And I want it very sturdy, so I'm going to paint. The glue got clumpy on me. Guess I don't have it mixed up well either. That's something else you need to make sure you do. I'm getting close to, I think it's, one second here, let me look. Yes, 400 subscribers. That's just not thinning out for me for some reason. So I got like 21 more subscribers to go, and I'll hit 400. So I have to think of something to give away. I was thinking about putting a, I don't know if I want to give away a journal that's already put together, or if I want to put a journal kit together. Since I gave away journals that were already put together, I think maybe I might put a journal kit together and give that away. So I haven't, I wonder why my glue has never done this to me before. I don't know why it is doing that this time. So yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. Not quite sure. I have some time, I think. I mean, I have 21 subscribers to go, so usually takes me a couple months to get that many subscribers, so, which is fine. I'm growing my channel very slowly, which makes me happy because I need to grow it slow with me working full-time. I might, I don't know why this is wrinkling on me. It usually doesn't. Oops. Trying to get these lumps out. I don't know why it's doing that. It usually does not. Probably because I've got things to do and it doesn't want to. I probably should have ironed my paper, my Amazon bag, before I started this. Maybe I can iron it once I get it all glued and it dries. But I want to start. Ooh. Putting some signatures together because I have to decide how I want this to go. You know, like, do I want 2 or 3 pages per month so that I can take notes, or you know, make little notes if I see something or that I want to make, or I also want to keep my personal stuff in there. You know, when I have a grandkid that has a football game, or granddaughter with a cheerleading competition, or, you know, something like that. I do need to take the time to put together, I don't know what's going on with this glue. It's really upsetting me. Never had it do that before. Put that in there and I'll wash that later. I need, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So I'm trying to decide on that. I have the pages, the majority of the pages I want in here picked out. Now Yep, just dumped my water. And if the lid's not on tight, it's probably going all over my floor. So I need to check that because, okay, it's not. And I do want some pockets in there. Now, I have some of my pockets, my coin envelope pockets that I made that I'm still trying to get uploaded to my Etsy shop, but the pattern is just way too big. I'm gonna have to try to shrink it back down a little bit, which I guess could be a pattern or a video in itself, but it's just taking the time to do that stuff. It's the, you know, behind the scenes stuff that needs to be done that I'm not having time to do. So, which I could probably do while I'm sitting at the craft show, but I like to sit and make journals while I'm at the craft show because, okay, so I think, I mean, that seems awful wide, doesn't it? That would make my journal 11 inches wide and 10 inches tall, but not quite because I want this, you know, to be rounded a little bit. These are the papers I have that I want to go in my journal. These are the papers I bought from Madeline Diet Design. These are ones I have coffee dyed. I am going to go through, these are the ones that was in my old journal. I can use some of these, so I don't need the ones that are marked on, obviously. But I figure there's got to be some in here that I can use that I didn't. Like, here's a pocket that I have not used. I can use that. There's some stuff I needed to keep. I will use that. I will keep that. There's just a lot of stuff. I like that. This paper wasn't written on. I just need to get my life together. So that's a pretty pocket. So I think I can do that with these pages. However, I would also like to use some of these pages that I have gotten from Madeline Diet Design. So I need to figure out which ones. I don't want to use these green ones because those green ones I want to use in journals I sell. So I can use a couple of those. These I want to use in journals I sell, and same thing with these yellow ones. Those I can use in my journal. These I want to use in journals I sell. The yellow pages I want to use in journals I sell. The green ones also, just because I like the way they look. Now I might not use all these because I haven't decided how many pages and whatnot that I want to put in here. But I would just want to go through and get all the white ones out. Those I got from Sandra at Blossom and Inspire. So, and then I also have bigger ones if I need them, but I think I will have plenty of paper with all of these to make my journal pages. You know, some of them won't be as wide as others. Some will. And I can add to them, obviously, like that's a little bit wider. But I just want to make sure I have enough pages and that my calendar, wherever it went, see, I can't even keep track of that, will fit. So if I do that, it will fit because I want it on, you know, one page. I don't want it on both sides of the page. I want it on just one. So I have to figure out how to do that also, because that'll fit on one page if it's on the longer sheets, I think. Like if I just cut these or do these like this, but I think I have 12 of these. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 of these, so, but that will fit on that piece of paper. I can even cut it a little, you know, fold it a little more, but I think that'll work. So I need to get some longer, and I have some bigger ones, so I could get some bigger ones and, you know, fix this up here. Maybe use 6 of these and 6 of my bigger. Let me get them so you know what I'm talking about. These, because I think these will be like 6 of these, because I have plenty. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of them, so I'll use 6 of these and 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I like that one better. We'll take that one out. So I'll make a template. Use this as my template. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then I can, you know, put this down. And I can copy this on any paper I want. But I just, okay, there's the 12 sheets that I need for that. So maybe I won't need to use my other ones. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. See, this is where I'm running into problems. I don't know. Might just be able to use these extras that I have, because that's 12 sheets of paper. And then I have these, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's double. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So there's 36 pages in my journal. So I could have 3, maybe 4 signatures, 3 months in each signature. That way I have plenty of room, and then I can make pockets and things, tucks, pockets, tags, because tags can, you know, because I liked this idea. I have this idea that Let me show you one I used. This month has not been that way at all. This was back in March. See, I used my tags for things I wanted to do. This is things I needed to do. Mixed media ideas I wanted to work on. I needed to get my tickets for Arizona, which I did. So, and then this is some mixed media things I wanted to work on. Another thing, tags, things I needed to do. So yeah, I need pages for that. So yeah, so I need to work on that. So yeah, I think I will do that. I will work on that. And maybe that's what I'll work on while we're at the craft show. I'm not sure, but we'll do another video probably for Monday after the craft show, because I will not have time on Sunday because the craft show is through Sunday evening and the craft show is an hour and a half away. So thank you for letting me ramble on about how I was going to put this together. It helps sometimes to talk to other people, even though you're not able to answer me. So I appreciate you all, and I will talk to you later in the next video. Bye now.